Everybody, Scorpion here. So I have three different types of phones here. These are desktop phones. Pretty sure this stuff is starting to become a little bit obsolete in the world, but I had somebody say they didn't know that there was a decent board in them. So I'm gonna show these three different types. This is NEC. It's a little bit different than this NEC. This one is definitely heavier than this one. So we'll start with the light one first. And then we have a Norstar. And I wish I had one of the other phones that I've taken apart before. It had a piece that slid into the side of it with extra stuff and all. That one had a really, really nice board inside of it. So y'all stay tuned. We'll run through these three phones. We'll go through the two NECs and then the Norstar. Start with the lightest NEC, then the heavier one, and then the Norstar. So y'all stick around and we'll be back with you.
Rock bottle on the track, boy.
All right, so this is the first one. It's the lighter version of the two. I'm not seeing anything else that really gives me any information on here. It may have been on this part, but that seems to be gone now. So let's go ahead and open this up. So I made a video the other night while I was pouring metal, and on one of these. And somebody said they didn't know what was in them, so of course all this is just trash. Oh, yeah, there's one. Alright, so I have taken some of these phones out, and when you remove this, all the button spot areas were gold. Not the case on this one. I got all these at the same time, so we got a few more screws there. So we got two sets of screws we've tossed over there. As you can see, we've got a flat pack, crystal oscillator, flat pack, crystal oscillator, flat pack. Couple little IC chips. I say a couple. There's one there. It's about the only one I really see. You have these two things that can go in with your motors, and this is going to be gold pins where your phone connections go in. So there's some decent stuff on that board. The board itself, probably low grade. Not really worth much, and doesn't have a whole lot of weight to it. It's got a little bit, but not a whole lot. So you also have your screen. Some of these have silver and some of them have gold inside of them. Eventually I may do something to show you how to get that stuff out, but that's something that I learned here recently. So we're up to a total of 11 screws. You got your speaker, you got your wire, that goes in shred, this goes in shred, and the wire goes with the wire. This goes in the trash, and what's left of this is trash. So that's it for the first one. So this is the one that looks a little bit nicer, has some more weight to it. So let's see what's in this one. There's 4 screws. This piece is just plastics, nothing left on it worth anything. Here's the board inside of this one. So looking at the other one, the components are a little bit bigger on it, but this board looks to be thicker. That's where your weight difference is going to be. So this is probably a newer model. But I mean, your components are smaller. You got 2 flat packs, IC chip, a crystal oscillator, and that's pretty much it. You've got your 3 sets of gold things in there, or gold pins. You do have another IC chip right there. This one is mounted a little bit differently. Alright. So again, no gold here. Board's a little bit heavier. It looks like it might be copper plated, which most boards do have copper in them. That's why I don't see why some yards won't take them. At least a shred, there's copper in it. I mean, you know. This can go with your motors right here. These 2 little things right here can also go with your motors. There's some little spools of copper in those. But that's pretty much it on that board. All this here is trash. You got your speaker. You do a little bit better with hooking this one up. Speaker goes to shred. Wire goes with wire. All this goes with shred. So right here you've got this connection, this board. Actually, this board is plated in gold. So we're going to pull this wire off. I don't see any gold on that, so I'll just toss it in as it is. But yeah. So you can take this, there we go, and you could probably throw that in with number 2 copper if you wanted or something. It doesn't weigh enough to really worry about. And you've got this piece here. Peels right off. You could probably cut this edge off right here to try to get gold off of. This stuff is definitely gold plated on both sides. So that's worth holding on to get the gold off of. There's not really anything else on here worth anything. And again, you've got a nice screen here to try to get whatever's in that screen out, whether it be silver or gold. That can go in with your wire. That can go with your trash. And that's it on that one. Alright. So I think this Norstar is what a lot of people are used to. That's what I've seen around a whole lot anyway, in a lot of companies. think I would consider it like the company or industry standard for phones. Definitely the one I've seen around the most. It's just the mounting bracket, basically. All trash. Couple screws. Wow, shot myself. So you've got this board. You've got 2 IC chips and a flat pack on it. You've got gold pins in all 3 of those. You've got gold pins here. Not exactly sure what that little thing is. It's not plated in gold. So other than taking that stuff off, that's pretty much going to be it. You've got your wires. Shred. That you can put with your wire. You've got all of this. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on this. There might be silver on this. I'll pull it apart later and see. You've got your screen here you can try to get something out of. And then you've got your last screen here that you can get something out of. And the rest of this is trash other than the speaker here. And they're normally glued in along with the screws. No, that one come right on out, so toss all that over in the shred. Basically, that's it. That is 3 different types of phones, completely torn down. Just to give you some idea of what's inside of them. And I'm just telling you, there's gold pins in these. These are the phone connections. So most of the time, you can just grab them and roll them on over. And there's all those gold pins you can cut off. Hopefully y'all can see them sticking up there. So yeah, you cut all those off, just the gold part of it. Throw it in your gold bucket. Cut this off as close as you can to the board. Throw that in your gold bucket. Pull your 3 chips off of there. Toss the rest of it in shred. And that's how you do it. So, hope that was helpful. Give y'all some idea. That is not the only thing you'll find in phones. You will find others that have way better connectors and all in it, and way better boards. But that's all I got here. I think I showed a phone in a video a while back, maybe a month or 2. So go back and check that one. That one was better than these. But anyway, hope everybody's having a great day, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.